Hello. Now, this is something today's youth has to understand in order for us to move towards a beautiful future. But before we get into that, let's take a glance at this. Now, if you consider who Tyron Woodley is, accolades upon accolades, there was no reason for Jake Paul to be in the ring with that guy. 3 years of boxing or something like that, and he ends up being in the ring with this guy. A bazooka of a right hand, a knockout artist, a legend of combat sports. He should not have been in the ring with Tyron Woodley, and regardless of what you thought of the outcome, whether you thought Jake Paul won or Tyron won, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, Jake Paul should not have come out of the other side of that conscious. On paper, he should have been knocked out. That could be attributed to many things, it could be attributed to his phenomenal physique, his insane work ethic, his tunnel vision. This man sure is talented, but if you consider everything he gave up his big home to just move into a small place where he could just focus on training, surrounding himself with great trainers. He did everything right. And because of that, he came out the other side versus this guy. Regardless of the outcome, on paper, Jake shouldn't have come out the other side, but he did. And it pays testament to something George St. Pierre had said. There are people who train in the gym who are just better than you, but they don't compete. Something inhibited their ability to perform at the highest levels. And in that sense, it's as if there's always this one guy who you've never heard of who can just kind of beat everyone. And that's just it. There's so much latent talent in the world that's just unmanifested. But people, they just don't believe in themselves. Maybe life pulls them one direction where they don't feel the authority to pursue a certain direction. And as a result, they never manifest their full potential. Now, why is this important? This is important because today's youth simply does not believe in itself. That's the problem with today's society. The youth feel meaninglessness, and as a result, they give away their power, hoping someone else will save them. They hope someone else will tell them what to do, give them a sense of direction, when in truth, we're all just confused. We're all trying to figure out this game, and the more you push away your own power, your own inquiry towards yourself in this universe, the harder it becomes for you to find your own path. At the end of the day, you should be learning about yourself to the best of your ability, finding how you can contribute yourself. Because if you don't do that, what happens? You will give away your power to someone else, and who will want that power? It's often someone who can say nice things, say all the right things, share the right ideologies that sound good on the surface, but in the end, they end up a narcissist up on all that power. They start to abuse it. That's just it. The future quite literally rests in the hands of young people because they are what comprise society. They are quite literally the future. And if they do not believe in themselves, if they do not trust their ability, have faith in themselves to venture off into the chaos, naturally, great beauty will be lost for this world. When the reality is, if someone like Jake Paul, sure, he's a gifted athlete, sure, he's physically very talented, but versus Tyron Woodley, every individual growing, the youth and young men, women, older individuals as well, if you commit yourself for 5 years to something with tunnel vision, you will make something of yourself throughout that process. You will figure it out. You will figure something out. You will figure something out that you can share. We're all here to serve each other. And through it, that's how we make the world more beautiful for each other. We cultivate ourselves individually, and as a result, in sharing that potential we've cultivated, we make the world not only more beautiful for ourselves, but for each other. You have millennia and millennia of just this within yourself. Look at yourself. Because you are enough. You just have to cultivate that potential. You just have to figure out what that potential is, figure out how it applies to the world at large, and just share. Cultivate and share. If you do anything with some degree of passion, love, intention, consistency, you will become great at it. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. In this existential narrative propagated in today's society, I know it's hard. Where do we find the meaning? If you can't connect to something spiritually, know that even if you look back at your ancestors, you are more than worthy of contributing beauty to this world. And that's what we need. That's what saves everyone. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, peace.